impact of mother tongue on butter English. I try to seek clarification with my friend Dr. Kalaingar that what is the rationale behind your sample, and your informants, are they selected in a random order? Is it a random sampling? That is question number one. And these informants, are they male? Can there be a what do you call gendering the language in today's vocabulary? So is it a kind of male's language? Would you like to call it that way? Because I am
random. It's a random
sampling
selection.
is random, of course.
But
are these samples male and female? And if that is it, did you find? Can you use gender as a variable there? And were you able to find significant differences in the use of the Butler English by the male and the female?
I haven't done an extensive study on this discrimination. I have attempted a study of the phonological properties of Butler English, but I haven't any gender discrimination so far. But my informants are both men and women. Mostly men, less women.
Yeah. Yes, please. Next question.
Excellent presentation, Professor Kalaingar. Can we relate this to another phenomenon? That is, most of our students learning, Tamil, from Tamil Nadu, even after getting PhD and having English education several years, when they write email, I'm living in the United States for 25 years and receiving lots of emails. Like 75% to 80% of their English has grammatical mistakes, and many times it could be influence of mother tongue. How can we correct this? Any suggestions? Any suggestions from you?
Okay. This is what we have been doing in what is called in linguistics contrastive analysis, trying to analyze the errors in their language learning against the mother tongue which they have already learnt. They come to the classrooms with a sound knowledge of one language, and it's there deep rooted in their cognitive system. And so when they are forced to learn the other language, they try to always think in Tamil and try to translate it into English, as our CM was quoting in the speech he gave the other day. Sleepers were flooded, something. Sleepers, what they meant was, along the railway track they will have some wooden planks, and they were, those days, some 20-30 years before, in Sudhe Samitran, this was the translation given, it seems. I happened to listen to him over TV. So sleepers were flooded, but our translator said, தூங்கிக்கிட்டு இருந்த மக்கள்லாம் அடிச்சிட்டு போகப்பட்ட தூங்கிக்கிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. So without their knowledge, and they were carried away by the flood. So they think in Tamil because they have got a grammatical system already embedded in their cognitive system. So they have to first erase that and come to this. So whenever we try to teach, set right, it's a kind of remedial work. When we try to do it in the classroom, in the English classroom, we try to contrast both the grammars. Tamil, and unfortunately, this is the finding. They are not good at Tamil grammar also. That Tamil is also not up to the expectation and standard, and we try to teach them linkers or connectives or conjunctions, and we asked them but ku equivalent enna, so ku equivalent enna, before ku they are wrong. Yenendral, therefore, because அதையே கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்றாங்க. பிகாஸ்னா அதனால் அப்படிங்கிறான், ஏனென்றால் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு பதிலாக. They are not very clear about the use of connectives in Tamil also.
But
so there is a basic
not that, madam, excuse me, is that not a sign that actually they are on the way to creolization? Of course, this is not a creolized language, but maybe this is a question of, a continuum, a process which can reach various degrees. And this might be an initials. You may be right that this is not a Creole language in the full sense of the name of the word, but that may be just on the way to creolization, which it is settled as a special shall we say, style or something, which already carries or bears some features which are typical for Creole. And now I was just thinking along that line, and now that you said that their Tamil isn't good either.
Yes.
It
No,
somehow.
I'm talking about students. He asked.
Oh, you mean yes, but still, you know,
These people are different.
it would be no. I mean, this question would be relevant also to the butlers.
Butler.
To find out about, since of course you know their communication in English is mostly limited to very special technical contexts.
Yes.
But maybe checking on their Tamil as well might bring an interesting result. That's what I meant. Yeah.
One thing I shall try. The second thing, there is no likelihood that this pidgin could slowly be developed into a Creole. But as we all know, Creole is something which should become the mother tongue of the speakers.
Yeah,
but
of course,
no
that's a different
because
situation.
They have got Tamil as the mother tongue.
Yeah, this is a matter of
pidginization.
the situation does not allow it at the moment.
Of course.
Yeah,
And
that's
another
a different
thing,
matter.
butlers are slowly disappearing also because along disappearance of the Europeans, they are also disappearing.
So it's good that you do this work before they disappear, so that it's kept for future research. Yes, please.
Much for your paper. I'm sorry, but I'm not agree in saying that they are disappearing. I had a chance to interview 100 Butler English speaker in 2005 when I was here, and I found that many of the features you listed about morphology and syntax are shared by all the Pidgin and Creoles. And if Tamil is so strong as the language who influenced the Butler English, why the Butler English syntax does not respect the syntax order of Tamil language? In Tamil language we have SOV order constituents. In Butler English you find SVO as in all the Pidgin and Creoles. And if we have a look also to the morphology of Butler English, what I found is that it's true that the negation is given only with a no word without auxiliary, but if you look at the verbs of perception like no, like, you find a frozen form of negation with the auxiliary, that is I don't like, I don't know, and all the rest of the verbs, motion verbs that are in another kind of semantic have the no negation. And in the verbal morphology also, the Butler English developed an expression of tense and aspect that is that match totally the construction found in the Pidgin and reconstructed by Bickerton. That is, I don't know if you find also the same data in the morphology and syntax I found.
Yes, please, brief answer because we should already.
I have made a study of the phonology of Butler English and presented a different paper elsewhere in some other country. That's a different story altogether. You asked, these are the universal patterns of linguistic behavior common to all content. I myself quoted Todd. This is universal pattern. But what I am trying to say is all Pidgins must have followed the same simplification and reduction process. But in the case of these butlers, for whom Tamil is the mother tongue, and most of the linguists call them Tamil English, the Butler English of Madras, and I myself state that they have got some elements, some syntactic features from the base language, the lexical source language that is Standard English, and some of the syntactic peculiarities from colloquial Tamil which they know from early days. So it's actually a combination of both, but most of the syntactic peculiarities have got their origin in the syntax of Tamil.
Thank you.